Hello, everyone. Welcome to SheCrypt Masterclass, which is initiated by Tezos India for the SheCrypt event. My name is Sai Sandesh Markham, and I'm a community and an events manager here at Tezos India. Let me give you a small brief about SheCrypt. Now, SheCrypt is an event which is a Tezos India initiative, which is aimed to increase the awareness about women in crypto, their achievements and opportunities for women. Now, the masterclass that we have over here is going to be Bernd Oostrum, who is the co-founder and CEO of Tezsure and also Plenty Defi. He's going to be giving you an introduction to Plenty Defi, and he's going to be talking to us, the audience, about his journey, as well as give us a little bit of introduction how it is into the blockchain world. So welcome, Bernd. Thank you so much for accepting to do this, and the stage is yours.
Awesome, man. Thanks for having me. Excited to be here. Let me just share my screen. Am I good to go?
Yes, you are.
Cool. So, hello, everyone. Cool introduction. I've been in the blockchain space since 2014, as many probably also said, introduced through Bitcoin. The white paper was really cool, very inspiring, decentralized finance, all that stuff. But the thing that got me really excited was the introduction of Ethereum. And because of my background as a software engineer, so now I could build stuff on a blockchain. First, I was excited about Ethereum, then I was disappointed. Back in 2016, there was a hack of one of the first fundraiser smart contracts on Ethereum, and that took away my excitement and trust in the Ethereum network. So I was looking for an alternative to build on. And that's when I found out about Tezos. So now I had a network to build on. Now, what do I build? And I couldn't figure it out back in 2017. Like what? And it was quite frustrating because you saw all these crazy projects raising millions of dollars who apparently were solving a problem and building a solution, but I wasn't able to figure that out. And now looking back at it, many projects failed and just raised money for the sake of raising money. But back then it was quite, disheartening to see many projects raising that kind of capital without understanding where it came from. So I did something different than others. I joined an insurance company that wanted to explore using blockchain technology. So it was a very cool time, and I learned a lot about how corporates work and how non-startups operate. And we did cool projects with other insurance companies, with the Dutch government, but it never went to production. It was mainly just showing to the outside world that the company was doing something innovative with the latest technologies. So also disappointing. And then I went to Silicon Valley and I joined an entrepreneurship training there created by famous billionaire investor Tim Draper, also one of the investors in Tezos, also in Tesla and SpaceX, all the big companies, Hotmail, Skype. And during that entrepreneurship training, I met my co-founder, Malvia, who happens to be the president of the Tezos India Foundation. And since that time in 2018, we first set out to build an insurance platform on the blockchain, on the Tezos blockchain. Unfortunately, the tools were not really available. The market was not ready. So we failed in that effort. So we pivoted in 2020 And we raised some capital from Draper University Ventures, from CVVC, a crypto fund in Switzerland, and also from Draper Associates, the big fund of Tim Draper that also invested in Tesla and Coinbase, all the big companies from the Valley. So we had capital, and now what should we build? And we pivoted to DeFi. And that was mainly because we saw the success of DeFi on other chains, and that there was no success, or there was no DeFi on Tezos yet. So first we started out with building an algorithmic stablecoin, and last year an opportunity came to explore how we wanted to see last year, okay, is it even possible to do DeFi on Tezos? Is it possible to attract some of the activity from other chains to Tezos? Because Tezos was doing stuff in NFTs and it was successful, but was Tezos ready for DeFi? So we did a side project called Plenty DeFi, and it was mainly a yield farm that and a staking platform where you could stake assets that were bridged from another blockchain, Ethereum. So what that resulted in was an influx of capital into the Tezos blockchain. And it taught us that DeFi was possible. Stuff could be done on the Tezos blockchain. And that was a really exciting time, but it was still only a very basic staking platform. It was a bad UI. It was it did what it had to do, but it was not competitive to other DeFi solutions on other chains. So that's one of the projects we do at Tezsure. One other project is NanWallet, and that's a mobile-first iOS and Android wallet, but more about that later. I also helped launch, I co-founded Tezos India together with Ohm. So basically Ohm and I are like a married couple who do everything together. We launch products together, and yeah, that's what we do. Like, I think I spent more time with him than with my own girlfriend. So what are the various opportunities in DeFi or on Tezos or in blockchain in general? Like, there are a lot of open positions, of course. There are also startup opportunities, project opportunities. So it's a very wide spectrum of things to do. So you could join, for example, Tezsure and join the R&D team, or focus on making the user experience as best as possible, or focusing on the mobile first approach, or maybe even a new project focused around NFTs. So, and that's just at Tezsure. And with Tezos India, new initiatives are also supported. So you don't even need to get started at a company to explore the Web3, but I would advise it though. Get some experience even at a corporate or just at a startup if you want to get started for yourself and you have no experience in that yet, because it really helped me, but that's not it's not a requirement, so to say, because a lot of entrepreneurs in this space just got started with startups right away. So I briefly mentioned what we do at Tezsure, and our main products are Plenty and Nan, but we also do other stuff. Let's dive a little bit into what Plenty is, because I didn't even mention it yet. So it started as a yield farm. but now it evolved into a decentralized exchange. It was actually the first token-to-token exchange on Tezos. And now it also introduced a new kind of exchange where you could trade assets that are similarly priced. And that opens the door for less risky financial products. So what that means is that you can pair, for example, USD stablecoins with each other and create a better product than was possible a year ago. Because a year ago, there wasn't even a DeFi ecosystem on Tezos. And since then, it evolved. We briefly touched $200 million of TVL in the entire Tezos DeFi ecosystem. Now we're down a little bit, but you already see that in a year, so many things can happen in such a vibrant, fast-changing space. So last year, there was only one Ethereum bridge on Tezos. So you could only bridge your assets through the REP protocol from Ethereum to Tezos. But since then, we took over this project actually with Tezsure, and now we are integrating that bridge into the Plenty platform. So soon you'll be able to bridge your assets from Ethereum directly from the Plenty UI to Tezos. And we're also introducing more bridges to from Avalanche to Tezos, from Binance Smart Chain to Tezos, Polygon to Tezos. So last year, Plenty was a yield farm, then it became an exchange, and now this year, bridge functionality is added to that. And we're also introducing a completely new token model for the platform. So what this shows you is that in a year, so many stuff can change, and so many stuff can be learned working at a startup of doing stuff in this space. I do want to mention Nan Wallet as well, because it's a very exciting project, because we've been building it for a long time. We actually developed the framework or the library for this wallet as well. So that took a lot of time and a lot of resources to build that up. And then after that, we also had to develop the app itself. Cool new features that haven't been seen before on Tezos yet, like a built-in dApp browser. You can import other people's galleries in your mobile wallet. You can flex your NFT collection. And we want to make it an easy onboarding tool to Web3. So it might seem like two completely different products, Plenty and Nan, but in the long term, Nan can be a tool through which you would access a platform like Plenty. So in the long term, all these platforms will get connected or give you easier access to these kind of products. Maybe a bit too technical product to dive into for now is CTES. If you want to learn more about CTES, in short, it's a tokenized version of Tez, and it solves a few scalability issues that are there when using regular Tez, the regular native token of the blockchain, the Tezos blockchain in your DeFi. So CTES solves that problem. But yeah, we helped launch that project. It was invented by co-founder of Tezos, Arthur Breitman. And we're in the process of creating a new front end for that as well. So yeah, many different products that we do, many different projects, but all with the goal of building easily accessible products for everyone. So not only for techies or only for men, also for the other 50% of the world. So at Tezsure, we have, I believe, around 25 people working. Unfortunately, only 2 women. So we definitely want to grow or attract more women into Tezsure, but also in the entire ecosystem. Because what I said, like, we are a few guys building stuff. We think we think that it should be built in a certain manner, but is that the right way to build something? Because like 50% of the world is not men. So we have a mission to build accessible products for all, but we only have a team of men, so that doesn't match. So we want to hire women into different positions in the company. So if you're a techie, if you're into design, into community building, please reach out, because we need you. Like, we've seen the research, like companies with more women are more successful. So it's not even like a thing of making better products, but it's also about how do you make a company successful, and you just need more women. And yeah, I do find this question, like, of this pitch deck pretty interesting. So how can we encourage more women to participate in this space? But yeah, it puts the issue at the women again. So how do we encourage them? But yeah, as companies in the DeFi or in the blockchain space, we should make it easier to join and get hired, actually. So where do I see crypto go? Like, one of the things I'm certain about is that many in the world, like third world countries, will only access these new solutions like NFTs or DeFi through a mobile phone, because that's the only electronic device that they have, or the only device through which they can access the internet. So we need to focus on mobile first, making our platforms easily scalable to mobile, but also through non-wallet, making DeFi and NFTs easily accessible through your mobile phone. And we can go forever making stuff for techies and for other blockchain people, for other Satoshi's vision followers that have been going around in the space for the last few years. But the main goal should be, the main question is, how do we get the normies in? So how do we make all this stuff as easy as possible, so that anyone that can pick up a mobile phone can also use these tools? And that's definitely not the case right now. I briefly mentioned during the beginning of the presentation about that last year we started as a yield farm. Now, in the course of the year, we changed into an exchange, and now we also have bridge functionality coming with Plenty. So you see, it's a super fast changing space. So to predict the future, yeah, it's impossible. So, but do you want to join the brainstorming, join the building in Web3, join the building on Tezos? Please send me a DM on Twitter, Telegram, Discord, or email me. I would love to talk and see where you can join and what we can do together, because the only way we can make this work if we get more brains involved. Because yeah, we already grew from a few people, like 5 to 25 in a year, but as I said, like most of them are men and we need more women. This might be a bit of a big leap to immediately send me a message or anything like that. So we also have weekly Twitter spaces in which we dive deeper into DeFi. We are planning to maybe do another space in which we do more DeFi 101. So follow us on Twitter and just listen in for the first few times if you prefer that. And you can always join the stage and ask a few questions there if that's easier. So yeah, excited to get more women involved, and preferably at Tezsure, because then we can build even more epic shit. Thanks, guys and girls.
All right. Thank you so much, Bernd. That was quick. That was good. Thank you so much. That really was one of really quick masterclasses, and you had so many things covered. So I hope everybody who joined in really enjoyed that masterclass. And just as Bernd explained, you can definitely follow Non-Wallet, Plenty DeFi, Tezsure on Twitter, and you can be a part of the community by also participating in the spaces. When I've been a part of the spaces, it's really cool. It's very cool. Thank you so much, Bernd, once again for joining and taking this masterclass. And to all of you who've joined, thank you once again. The replay will be out very soon as well, where you can share it with your friends. But do not forget to follow Tezsure Non-Wallet as well as Plenty DeFi on Twitter. And if you have any questions that you want to ask Tezos India, do drop a mail to hello@tezosindia.foundation, and we will get in touch with you, or reach out to us on our social media and we will reach out to you, and let's build something together on Tezos blockchain. Thank you so much.
Peace out.